Welcome to my annual Christmas/December haul video. Most of what is in this video are model horses, but there are some non-model horse stuff as well. Most of this stuff I did buy for myself for Christmas, some also after Christmas. I was originally planning on buying only maybe a third of what I actually ended up getting, but because of various kinds of sort of depressing reasons that I won't get into, I ended up splurging on myself quite a bit this holiday season. I did also get some pretty good deals that I just couldn't pass up. I'm going to start this off with a present that was for December, but it was before Christmas, which is the Breyer Unicorn Magic Advent Calendar that I bought during Breyer's Black Friday sale. I almost got this last year, and I really regretted not getting it, so I was glad that this year they were still selling it and I was able to get it. It's been a little bit since I've done a Breyer Advent Calendar, and I really enjoyed this one. I really love each and every one of the little unicorn mini-winnies, but I especially loved all the clearware ones. Some of them even had glitter inside their clearware, and they're just so cool. I absolutely love them. I'm super happy with this set. Now I'm getting into my Christmas presents, and I'm going to start off with all the ones that are not model horses or directly model horse related. First up here is this absolutely adorable Kovu plush. I've been wanting this particular plush for a long time now actually, and I wasn't sure if maybe I had one already in my stuffed animal collection, but as I've been going through it, I discovered I did not, and so I was like, okay, I've been wanting this guy. I need to go ahead and get him. I ended up getting him on eBay, and I also had an eBay gift card, so using that, I ended up getting him for a very good deal. And this is probably kind of silly, but I sometimes will have a present that I find for myself that I think, oh, my mom would have definitely bought me this for my Christmas or birthday or whatever. And so kind of in my head, I think, oh, this is kind of like a present from my mom. I don't know, that just kind of makes it kind of an extra fun little special thing in a way when I think of that. He is so cute, and his mouth even opens up. This is the exact kind of plush that I really like to collect. Next, I have two pins. I've kind of not been pin collecting like I used to, but once in a great while, I will still pick up some pins that I really like. And I decided to get these, which I remember seeing on Etsy quite a while ago, and then something reminded me of them, and I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot how cool these are. They are done by Keely Riley. Hope I'm saying that right. These also remind me a lot of my mom. This kind of almost 50s pinup style was totally her jam, and I think these mermaids are just absolutely beautiful. I don't know, I just fell in love with these designs overall and had to get them. Plus there are some really cool details packed in here, like little gems on the carousel pole, on the reef, and then lots of glitter on the present and glitter on the mermaid tails. They are just really gorgeous pins. Next up, I have a adorable pajama set here that came from some dear friends that I've known for ever basically. And they are purple Stitch pajamas, which purple is my favorite color, and I love Stitch. So this is just absolutely adorable. My dad's girlfriend got me this set of a really cute beanie hat and gloves. My fiance Kevin did get me some chocolate for Christmas, which I can't show because I kind of already ate it all. But another thing he got me, or he kind of just ended up paying for me, when we were at World Market, I saw this cute little house that's like an ornament, but I'm not going to use it as an ornament. I'm just going to display it as a little house. And I really love the cute 50s, mid-century modern style going on. And I'm kind of holding the lights on because one side of them came unglued and I re-glued them, but it came off again, so I'm going to have to mess with that another time. But it just got some really cute little details that I absolutely love, like this little black cat in the window, which reminds me so much of my mom because that is the exact kind of style of cats she really enjoyed. I love the little starbursts on the door. It's got a cute little Christmas tree in the back. And then it's kind of hard to show, but there's also a orange fireplace in there. And it is really similar to the orange fireplace that my house actually used to have. There's also a little cactus there. But I don't know, when I saw this, I was just like, oh my gosh, this reminds me so much of my house and my family that I needed it. So I'm going to add that to our Christmas decorations. Now that is it for the non-model horse items. So now I'll be getting into all the horsey Christmas presents, continuing on with more things that my fiance got me. He got me Zulu, the 2024 Breyer Fall Decorator. As soon as this model came out, I knew I wanted it. And my fiance didn't know what to really get me for Christmas, and I was like, well, what if you took me to the tack shop by your house and I pick out something that you can get for me for Christmas? So I ended up getting Zulu, who is so gorgeous. His color is stunning, and even my fiance really likes this horse because he likes how blue it is. It does got a lot of blue on it. So I actually do not collect this mold. I've had a couple models on it before now, and I just never really fell in love with it. I think this color and pattern would make me want to have any mold that it's on, basically. It looks so pretty, and it does make me appreciate this mold a little more. The stripes are just awesome. The color on the face is beautiful. Color all over is beautiful. It's even got like maybe a slight hint of metallic to it. It's not really metallic, but it's got like almost a hint of it. I don't know how to describe it, but I love this model. He ended up being not the only model I got, because I had a coupon for this tack shop, and in order to spend the coupon, you had to buy X amount worth of stuff in the store, and Zulu wasn't enough for it, so I was like, well, I need to find other stuff to buy. So I decided to get some stablemates here. There's this Mustang model, which has a really cool color. This one, which I think might have also been classified as a Mustang on the package, is the Rearing Andalusian mold, which is probably my favorite stablemate mold. And I did not have this one yet, so I was like, oh, I definitely have to get him. I really love this mold, and this color is great on him. Then there's this beautiful Alborozo. He is shiny. I love this shiny pearly coat on him. He is really, really gorgeous. And then there's this Black Arabian on the mold name that I am blanking on right now. This one I actually might end up customizing, but it is still pretty. Now I'm going on to models I got from various hobbyists online. And I'm gonna start off with the red filigree wassail. Ever since I got the green filigree wassail last year, I was planning to pick up this guy at some point, and when I saw Audrey Dixon of Wild Horse Studios selling him, I was like, okay, I need to get him. It's like Christmas time. It's the perfect time to get him. And he is just gorgeous. I will pull out the green wassail in a minute here to show this guy side by side with him, but I absolutely love him. He's got really cool filigree splatters on him. His red is that sparkly metallic red. He is just super cool. And in case you're wondering, I did not order any of the Tannenbaum Christmas Day models from this year. I was fortunately not really crazy about any of the colors. I thought they were pretty, just not enough to add to my collection. Alright, here they are together, and wow, they really are just perfect together. I am kind of obsessed with them. They are just so cool. I think I'm definitely going to put them out as Christmas decorations in the future. Of course, they will also be just displayed in my collection year-round. With wassail, Audrey also sent a really pretty business card and some fun stickers. I'm pretty sure these were the stickers she sent. Next up is Merle, who I got from Sola's Model Horses on Instagram. He was a Tractor Supply model from 2023, and I have actually been wanting him ever since he came out, but I don't really have any Tractor Supplies near me that carry Breyers, and every time I try to order from them, they just will not ship to me for whatever reason. So I kind of pretty much always have to get my Tractor Supply models secondhand. So yeah, here's Merle here. He's really pretty. He's a Gruyot, the Dundee mold, which I kind of conga, I guess, but not like hardcore. I just get the ones I really like on it. So yeah, he's really nice. It was nice to cross him off my in search of list. Sydney, or Solo's Model Horses, also sent a really cool card with this awesome drawing of a horse. Really love that style. Plus these absolutely gorgeous horse stickers. This one is so shiny. And then I absolutely love this one. Got the yin-yang vibes going on with these two horses and little two fish as well. I am assuming this is her artwork, and I think it is absolutely beautiful. Next up is another Tractor Supply model. This one is Jolene, who I bought from Wild Breyers on Instagram. I've actually really been wanting this model for like at least half of 2024. I don't know why, but I just have been like, oh, I really want her for some reason. And I realized I think the reason is because Breyer did pretty much the same color as one of the Breyer Fest special runs, but I wanted her over that one. And so I was like, man, I should just try to go ahead and get her at some point this year. So I finally did buy her, and I'm so glad I did. She is so beautiful. I do really like the Lady Faye's mold. I think she is just so cute and such a nice stock horse. And this color is just so pretty. A really phenomenal color. She is a Dunalino, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that yet. But yeah, I love her. She is beautiful. Also, I think Merle and Jolene look really cute together. Two Duns out on the town. Alright, I have some things to show from Mares in Black, including the really cute holiday card for this year, which is adorable. These are all things that I got because of their Patreon, which I do recommend checking out. You can sign up for like as little as $1 a month. So those are fun. We got a fun, another hollowy, shiny sticker here. The unicorn eating a lollipop and their logo. But what was also really exciting is I joined their holiday Zoom party and they did a bunch of giveaways in it. And I ended up winning the Mares in Black exclusive Micro Mini, who is sculpted by Maggie Bennett. And he is really cool. I was not expecting to love him as much as I do. He looked really cute in the pictures, but I love him even more in person. And funny enough, I actually earlier this year in October won a Micro Mini mule that I believe was also sculpted by Maggie Bennett. And I'm like, oh no, I think I'm starting to like the Micro Minis. Aside, of course, from the Breyer Mini Winnies, I've always loved those. I mean, for like the artist resin style Micro Minis. So yeah, I fear that this might be getting me into maybe getting some more micros every now and again. Because I have my macro lens on right now, I can show you all these little tiny details on him. Super cute little pony. The next items I have to show came in 2 different orders from Sarah Mink. The first one I'm going to show is a towel, like a hand towel. It has the really cool like cave pony style design she does with a quagga, a zebra, and I'm assuming like extinct cave pony. And I just thought it was so cool. I'm not even sure if I'm going to actually use it as a towel or just like hang it up somewhere. Her art is really beautiful and was like, I need to have something that shows off her beautiful cave pony designs. And when I saw this for sale, I was like, okay, that's it. I have to have that. And in the 2 orders I got, which you'll see the other item in a few minutes, but she also included stickers, very hollow, shiny, sparkly purple horse here, really cool black unicorn, awesome Pegasus, again in that kind of like cave pony art style she does that I love. And then another pony Pegasus, but this one's got little wings and more hollow. And then she also included these really cool cards, feature some of her artwork. On the front of these are some really pretty medallions she's done before. Alright, but now for me to show what my actual other order item is. It is a Whirlwind model who is a Venti scale version of Sarah Mink's famous Stormwatch sculpture. Now, I've actually always loved the Stormwatch traditional scale resin. Unfortunately, it came out at a time before I started really collecting model horses. I might have been maybe collecting Schleichs at that point. And when I could have maybe afforded to buy a Stormwatch resin when I first started collecting, I didn't know anything about artist resins other than I would see pictures of them online sometimes, and I was definitely not willing to pay the prices for them back then. I'm only sometimes willing to pay the prices for them now. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, as much as I love the Stormwatch resin and traditional scale, he goes for really crazy prices now because he's so high in demand. And I probably am never going to be able to afford one. So the closest thing I'm ever going to get to him is a Stormwatch in another scale, which he has now come out in Stablemate Micro Mini, I believe, too. Then also Venti here. Now, his Venti scale release actually came out in 2023, but I did not order one then, and I was really regretting not ordering one because I was like, oh man, this Whirlwind model is probably the closest I'm ever going to get to a Stormwatch model. And so I was regretting not doing that, and I was like, well, maybe someday I'll be able to buy one secondhand or something. But then towards the end of this year, it was posted that they had some castings still left over and that they were selling them at the original price. And so I was like, all right, this is a sign that I have to go ahead and buy this model because I don't want to pass up this opportunity and never get a Stormwatch, or rather smaller version of Stormwatch model in my hand. And so I got this guy, and I'm really excited about him. As I keep saying, he's the closest thing I'll probably ever get to a full-scale Stormwatch, unless for some reason he is released in like a classic size or something, then that would be the closest thing to him. I did actually technically have the option of getting him in stablemate scale, either in addition to or instead, but I wanted the Venti scale version of him. So this, like, in a way, feels like getting a pseudo mini Holy Grail, I guess. I'm just excited to actually hold this sculpt in my hands and really be able to look at all the details of it. I really love his face. I've always loved his face and his kind of like little bit droopy lip. He just feels like such a wise old Mustang stallion. Of course, love his windswept hair. He is really a gorgeous piece, and I have no idea when I'm going to paint him. I have an idea of what color I'm going to do, but even that's not set in stone. I kind of want to wait to paint him until I get more experience with painting, though. While I feel like my paint work is okay-ish right now, I want to get to a much better level of skill before I attempt painting him. Because he is so special, I really want to make sure his paint job is really nice. I mentioned earlier that I got the Breyer Advent Calendar from the Breyer Black Friday sale. Well, I did also get 2 more models in that sale, which are Hot Cocoa and Aldo, the unicorn ornament from 2023. Go ahead and show Hot Cocoa first. And I also have to show her box because it is so cute. I actually don't think I've ever gotten one of the Breyer Pony for Christmas models before. And I think they pretty much all come in these really cute little gift boxes. I was excited that I could pull it out of the Breyer box and it looked like a little wrapped present, and I waited to open it until Christmas Day. In fact, pretty much most of my presents I actually waited to open them until Christmas morning, which was fun. Then here's Hot Cocoa herself with her adorable blanket. I also can't help but love that as well. I like that it's got the little Hot Cocoa motif mixed in both on the box and the blanket. I was originally not planning on getting this model when I saw her come out. I was like, she's cute, but I probably don't need her. But then I kept seeing people post pictures of her because a lot of people were crazy about her. And the more pictures I saw of her, the more I was like, okay, I'm kind of falling for this model. She is really cool. She's got a great color on her. I love her shiny mane and tail. They're very pearly and just really make her pop, I feel like. At first, I didn't really care for her spots too much, but then they started to grow on me too, and was like, alright, I gotta get her, and I am really loving her. She's also got some really nice striping on her hooves. I'm really glad I got her. So here's the Aldo Unicorn. This is another one that I almost bought last year and regretted not buying, so I was really glad to see that they still had them for sale. He's got a nice kind of, I don't know what to call this, iridescent, shiny, pearly, I guess, coat. I don't know, he's got a really pretty color on him. He's got glittery mane and tail. And even his forelock is glittery there. Kind of like metallic hooves and muzzle and stuff. He's just really pretty. I like him a lot. Alright, so this next batch of models came from my holiday order when Breyer was having 20 to 30% off sale. And you may be wondering why I bought 2 Apres skis. Am I gonna keep one of them in the box and one of them out? No, I am not. I was not supposed to receive 2 of him. I was supposed to receive the 2023 Holiday Decorator Classic Wintergreen, and instead Breyer, or rather I guess their warehouse, sent me 2 of the same model instead. And I did send Breyer an email about it, and it opened up a case number thing automatically. But I never heard back from them, and I was like, I don't want to wait in the wintergreen model to potentially sell out. And it just so happens that a week-ish after I received these guys, Breyer started their end of the year warehouse sale, which wintergreen was a part of and on sale. So I was like, well, I'm just gonna buy him again. Because I had a feeling that I was gonna have to hound Breyer to do an exchange for the right model. So I'm just gonna sell my extra après-ski. I unboxed the one I wanted to keep on Christmas. The only benefit is that it did allow me to kind of hand pick him. And so I was able to pick between the two which one I wanted to keep. So as I said, I did order wintergreen in the Breyer warehouse sale, and I have not received that order yet. I also got a few other things in there. So whenever I get that order, I will be unboxing it on camera. Let me continue on to show you this après-ski items that I got here. So Breyer ended up having a bundle on their website, which they've started doing some bundles I've noticed this year. Maybe they started it last year, I don't know. Bundling like certain models and items together. In which case they did the model, the ornament, and the pin for this guy. And originally when Breyer showed this model, I was not planning on maybe getting him. I don't really collect Big Ben like I used to. And while I wanted his costume, I thought, well, maybe I can possibly buy it off of somebody that wanted just the Big Ben model. But then Breyer had this bundle on their site, plus it was 30% off of that. And I was like, well, dang, that's a pretty good deal. And I wouldn't mind having the ornament and the pin, and so they just kind of spiraled into that. I think he is quite beautiful, and overall, he's just a really nice Breyer holiday horse. I can be pretty mixed on the holiday horses. Some years I love them, some years I don't really love them. Or I'll love just the outfit, but not so much the model. This guy, who I think just really gives off that totally winter holiday feel. I love the incorporation of the skis. I've never done skiing and will probably never do skiing, but like most people, I associate that with like the holiday times and winter and stuff, so I think that was just a really fun idea. And this also has faux fur and glitter. There's just like a lot of nice elements happening here. There's also this like kind of faux leather stuff, which I'm worried about because faux leather stuff is sometimes not very good and peels off after a while. But I do love little gemstones on there. Just, I don't know. I love the design of this. So as a whole package, I was just like, I kind of need him, I think. His noseband also has a little fluffy faux fur. And he's got little bells. He reminds me of some of the holiday horses I got when I first started collecting, like Jewel and the Nutcracker Prince and ethereal one that I'm not going to be able to pronounce correctly. Yeah, I ended up liking him more than I expected. I'll go ahead and take his tack off too so you can see what he looks like without the tack. I think he's quite nice. He's nothing like too crazy exciting, but he does have some nice shading on his body. His gustral plume, or whatever it's called, white tail situation is cute. I do like that. He's got some nice like highlights and shading going on. I am kind of considering possibly customizing him just a little bit by like etching some belly spots on him or something. I feel like that might be kind of fun and just spice him up a little bit for when he is not wearing his holiday tack. Also because I know a lot of people have been asking about this online. Something did, I think, happen to the Big Ben mold, or like, I don't know how they make them exactly, if they have several injection molds, if like one of them got messed up or something, but there are a lot of Big Ben molds where the muzzle is weird on these guys, and that is apparently just a weird mold flaw that happened with this release. It is a little annoying, but I'm just kind of like, it is what it is. I'm not showing him or anything, he's just for my own collection. But yeah, FYI, if you were concerned about that, a lot of models on this release have this, if not all of them possibly have like something wrong with their muzzle. Alright, now let me show the ornament. I do not collect the stirrup ornaments. I have like maybe 3 of them. They're one of those things where I think if I had started collecting them when I first was getting into Breyers, I would collect them every year maybe, but I just get them every so often now. Again, because I do really like the overall design of this holiday horse. I think that also kind of encouraged me to go ahead and get the stirrup ornament. I'm just now realizing this is plastic. These guys used to be metal. I am surprised by that. I'm used to these stirrup ornaments being metal. I don't know when Breyer switched to plastic, but they must have done that sometime in the past few years since I haven't gotten one of these. Wow, that's kind of disappointing, honestly. It does make it easier to hang. It doesn't feel as heavy as the metal ones. But anyway, he's cute and he's got the little pine cone that like jiggles at the top. That's adorable. And the actual sculpt for this doesn't look too bad. I know some of the little figures on these stirrup ornaments do not look like the horses they're supposed to represent. But this one's not bad. I think he's pretty cute. I love the little sparkly snow on the bottom. And then also with that bundle is the pin here, which I should take out of the plastic. There we are. Also cute. And while I am collecting Breyer pins, I don't collect every one because I gotta be reasonable in terms of price and space. But again, if there's a holiday horse I really like or something, then I will pick up the pin for it. You may have noticed that there was another item from this order, which is another ornament. Apparently this year is the year of Breyer ornaments for me. This is the 2024 unicorn ornament. Her name is Scarlet, and she is based after the Kathleen Moody sculpt Party Time that was used for Breyer Fest in, I want to say maybe 2009. And I really love this sculpt. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize how much I liked it until I had it in hand. And I can't remember if they ended up using this sculpt for anything else in the past, but this is a trend Breyer's been doing where some of the unicorn ornaments are shrunken down versions of other various Breyer molds. And wow, I really love her. Her color is very fun. And again, I just can't get over this mold. I really like this mold a lot. It is so fun and cool. It makes me hope that maybe someday Breyer will actually do a plastic release of this mold because I really like it. It is awesome. I like it so much, in fact, that spoiler alert, in my warehouse sale order that I will be showing next, I ended up buying another one of these because I was like, I love this mold so much, I should have gotten two so that I could customize one of them. And then sure enough, it ended up being in the warehouse sale. I was like, all right, I'm buying another one. So I'm excited that I'll be able to repaint this mold at some point. All right, my Breyer package is here. It actually arrived 2 days earlier than I was expecting, which is nice. And I'm just really, really hoping that Wintergreen Classic model is in here. The other stuff I can live with if the warehouse messed it up and switched them out with something else. Just really want that classic for some reason. Oh, I do see a mail order box, which looks to be the right size for him. And I see 2 ornaments in here. And nothing else. There were supposed to be 3 ornaments. It's another Scarlet. And the carousel horse for this year. Take a better look at that in a minute. Along with what I'm assuming is wintergreen. There was supposed to be another ornament in this box, though. Ugh, I hate that I'm going to probably have to, once again, try to contact Breyer. And the model that was in here was another ornament. It was the Santa riding silver one. I know it's sold out, so they're probably not going to be able to do a replacement. That's okay, but maybe I can just see if I can get a refund for that. Oh, that is so frustrating. So, I was pretty sure I hit record when I was opening this box. And it did not actually record. But the good news is, it is in fact wintergreen. So that at least is a positive thing. I am annoyed though that I'm gonna have to probably call Breyer tomorrow to try to get a refund on what they didn't send me. Anyway, I'm really excited about her. I don't know why I've been liking clearware models a lot in the past few recent years. Really was not a fan of them at first, but now I just think they're so cool and fun. So yeah, there she is. She's very cute. Her green's a little lighter than I was expecting. I think I saw another picture where her green looked really dark. Don't think I've actually surprisingly seen people really talk about her or post pictures of her before. But I think she's pretty cool. It's kind of cool how her lower legs are still clearware. This part is painted. I like that the bottom of her tail is also clearware. She's cute. I like that she does what looks like almost little snow flakes on her, little wisps of snow mixed in with that winter scene. Now let me show you the other ornament in the box here. Here is this year's carousel ornament, Fleur. She is cute. I do think I might end up repainting her though. I'll see. Her colors aren't bad or anything. I'm just not 100% vibing with them. I feel like she would just be kind of a fun model to paint. I feel like this part especially could be kind of fun to do something neat with. As she is very beautiful though. She was sculpted by Laura Rocksmith. So yeah, she is really cool and fun. I'm glad I went ahead and got her. Do a very quick comparison of the Scarlet models here. It doesn't really look like there's any significant variation to them. I think maybe this one has a slightly more like kind of reddish tone to it. But yeah, no huge differences there, which is good since I want to paint one of them. The last model I have to show here is the Glossy Bay version of the Breyer Shelby. I've actually been kind of wanting this guy for a while now. At first, I did not want him at all because of this guy, who is Bolero, which came out not long before Shelby, and they are, as you can tell, very similar in color. They even both have like blazes on their face and 2 white socks. So at the time, I was just trying to be good, like, oh, you know, I really don't want the Bay one, because he looks like this guy that's already in my collection, so no need to keep 2 of the same models. But the Fireheart mold is just not been growing on me. I've gotten a few models on the mold now, and it's just not really clicking with me, so I think I'm going to sell them all. So in that case, then I was like, oh man, I really wish I had the Breyer Shelby now that is in the Glossy Bay, because I love this color. And I know it depends on the models, but I think my Bolero's color is not really as pretty as the Shelby's. The Shelby's kind of got more of a red tint to it. I know their shades vary greatly, though. I've seen people post the variations between, like, in this release where the color is just crazy different on some of them. So anyway, I've been really wanting this guy, especially ever since I've decided I'm probably going to part with all my Fireheart molds, and I do love the Nakota mold. So the Breyer warehouse sale reminded me that I wanted him, so I went ahead and threw up an in search of, and this was after Christmas and after I did an order in the Breyer warehouse sale. So I was like, I'm not planning on getting this guy anytime soon, but just throwing it out there that I am going to be looking for him later. I got several people that offered to be selling him, and I was like, oh man, this is really tempting. And I ended up getting him from the Breyer Connoisseur. And I'm glad I did, even though I probably shouldn't have bought any more models. He had to be the last one for 2024. Yeah, I'm really happy with him. I do have all the Shelby models now. He is just beautiful. I love his rich coloring. And the gloss does look very nice on him. And that is my Christmas/December haul for this year. Let me know if you'd like me to show you guys my top 10 or top 5 like model horse purchases or acquisitions of 2024. I know I've done a few of those before, and I wasn't sure if I should do one this year or not, especially since it's already getting probably towards the end of January 2025 by the time I get this video out. But if you guys would really like to see that, let me know in the comments, and I'll maybe do a short or just a short YouTube video on that. Thank you all for watching. I hope you had a wonderful holiday season, and we'll have a happy new year. Bye everyone!